I am Brad Darooge, President and CEO of Baudville Brands. KAMP is, it's an acronym for our Kick-Ass Management Project. It was born out of, I think, a need to have our entire leadership and management teams come together periodically around things other than business results. And as our organization has grown, we have more people managing and leading teams in the organization, and just wanted to bring that group together in a forum to work on things other than really, hey, how's the business doing today, or what are the things in front of us right now, and use this as a forum to do some different things with our leaders in the organization. The idea of KAMP and the sort of acronym and the idea of going to camp, that it was something away from work and away from the normal day-to-day. So far we've had different presentations from different team members on their areas of expertise, on things that they're working on. We've had a heavy component of HR. I think one of our goals is leadership development and just giving a forum for our younger leaders to engage with some of our more senior leaders in the organization, to share experiences and talk about the leadership side of the business that isn't the skill set that they're doing today around marketing or accounting or those kinds of things, but to really interact and engage on how can we become better leaders and improve the culture of the organization looking forward. Well, the intention was to have them every about 6 to 8 weeks. We're off that rhythm a little bit, so we've had a couple of the meetings so far. We have another one in the works here in September, and so we're not letting perfect be the enemy of good enough. We're getting going with these, and I think the next one that we've got a pretty exciting mix of some team building activities and just an opportunity for people to interact, as well as some good topics to cover with the group. It's pretty rare when we all get to sit down and sort of break bread and talk about what's going on in each other's lives outside of the day-to-day work at Baudville, and so I think there's a big benefit to just the kind of shared experiences and interactions with between leaders who maybe don't work in collaboration all that often. So if we did know education and sort of sharing from a formal standpoint, the informal aspect of that group coming together, I think has a lot of power. I think we hope that we hire people who don't need to be managed every day, and so the idea that managers need to be in the building for their teams to run effectively, I think, is a little bit of an arcane concept. So the fact that those groups can get out also, I think, shows the rest of the team in the organization that they're trusted, and I think it has sets a positive tone in the organization for managers aren't there to help people do their jobs every day, and there's times when we need to break away and kind of look forward and do some of the hard work of sharpening our own saws. In fact, in our next meeting, we're going to be doing some sort of assigning some projects to groups, and then they'll have a pretty long period of time between the next meeting, 6 to 8 weeks, to then come back and get some feedback, and that really is going to be about our policies, our handbook, so to speak, and there's been a lot of discussion about some of those things being in need of review and refresh, and so we're actually going to push that responsibility down to these team members to come back and sort of make TED Talk type pitches of, hey, around this policy or program or thing, this is what we recommend going forward. So I'm sure there'll be some crazy ideas presented, and we'll help support HR and the idea of, again, we probably won't have a handbook, it'll be all digital these days, but upgrading some of those things and using that team to help make it happen. I would say we're off to a start, and we've got some work to do to get to continue to push it forward and put more wind in the sails of it, but sometimes the first step is the most important step.